first decision I made was to have a funeral with an open casket. I wanted the world to see what they had done to my son. The second was to see him myself. Daddy walked me into the room and up to the table. He then released me. I had to do this alone. I had a job to do. At a glance, his body didn't appear to be human. Something you might see in a Saturday matinee. I started at his feet. I decided that's how I was going to make the journey from his feet to his head. I looked at his feet first, and then his ankles. I knew these ankles because I had been so glad they weren't like mine. I examined them like a newborn, yet now they were so cold and hard. Then his legs. They had become so strong even after fighting polio. I never thought he'd walk normal, but he was so strong, so determined. I paused at his knees, fat and round. They were my knees. I stopped momentarily at his private area. There have been horrible rumors of what they may have done to his private parts. I had to make sure that he was all still there. Emmett would have a fit if he knew I was looking at him like this. He told me at 6 that I did not have to bathe him anymore. He was so independent. I noticed that none of Bo's body was scarred. It was bloated. The skin was loose, but no scars. Not a sign of violence until I got to his chin. When I got to his chin, I saw his tongue resting there, huge, like it had been choked out of him. On his right cheek rested his eye, hanging there by the optic nerve. I looked for the other, but it had been plucked out with a nut picker or some such instrument. His eyes were so pretty. I was now at his mouth, looking for the beautiful set of teeth I had known. There were only 2 now. But they were his. Oh, Lord, they were his. The bridge of his nose had been chopped with a hatchet or an axe and tenderized to a pulp. With everything I had seen and touched so far, I still could not identify his body as Emmett's. Or maybe I wasn't ready to. I look now for his right ear. That little curled up part at the tip of the lobe. It was there that I saw his right ear had been cut in half. The part I was looking for wasn't even there anymore. The back of his head had been chopped with a hatchet. The back of his head was loose from the front part of his face. It was there I could see light shining through where the bullet left the skull. No more. I had to stop. My strength was depleted. Did they have to shoot him? He had already been dead by then. Dear Lord, this was my boy. This was my son. I know the way a mother loves and knows every bit of her child. My only thoughts were of Emmett's last moments. My Emmett must have cried out 2 names: God and Mama. And no one answered the call.